Good morning, everyone. Take your seats. We'll get started. Connor, are you crying? Miss Rogers, I'm sorry. I'm really stressed out. Mr. Smith broke my phone. What? Okay, let's rewind a little bit. Let's start from the beginning. I was in shop class, and I guess I was messing with the nail gun, which I get was a bad idea and it wasn't safe, but I found a paper instruction manual, and I just wanted to know what would happen, so I used the nail gun on it. That wasn't yours to mess up. That's what Mr. Smith said, but he was way more angry and really aggressive, and he just kept screaming at me, and then he said, what if I did something like that to something you cared about? And then he took my phone off the table and literally stuck a hole in it with the nail gun. And Mr. Smith did that because you ruined an instruction manual? Kyle literally got it on video, too. Yeah, I did. Look at how unstable he looks, Miss Rogers. It looks like his eyes are gonna pop out of his head. Oh my gosh, what is wrong with people?
I feel like this can be seen as controversial, but I don't know. But I feel like when people are like, oh, Christianity is like the white man's religion, wasn't Jesus brown?
Yeah, Jesus, no, that's not controversial. Jesus was not white.
That's why I feel like in regular sense, it's not controversial, but like people still see it as
well, that's because all the iconography of Jesus from they made him super European with like these blue eyes.
Yeah, that's not real.
Luscious flowing hair.
Geographically,
yeah.
He's not,
the truth is, we don't know what he looked like. He's from the Middle East.
Yeah.
So we have to assume darker skin. But also, I think it's crucial that the Bible never describes how he looks. And I think that's part of the point. This is a man for all people, no matter how fair skinned, no matter how whatever.
Connor, are you limping? Yeah, to a bit of a car crash on the way to school today. Oh my gosh, are you okay? My leg hurts really bad. Why are you here? You need to go to a hospital. My mom said there was no reason for me to be sitting at a hospital when I could be at school. I don't think she realized how injured you are. I'm gonna go ahead and call her. Why don't you just go sit down, rest? I got this. Hey, Miss Johnson, this is Connor's teacher. Hi. Can we please speak wherever this is off? I have to get my car repaired. What did Connor do? Yeah, I heard about that, but I'm so sorry about that. I'm sure it's Connor may really be injured. Is he breathing? Yeah. Is he bleeding uncontrollably? Yeah. Bodily fluids oozing onto school materials? No. Cool, so Connor can grow up, stop being a baby who's just a scratch, and you can go back to doing your job. Bye. Hey y'all, Miss Smith's gonna watch you for 2 seconds. I need to run to the office and make a call.
Am I the bad apple for putting googly eyes on all the food in the fridge and creating a hostile environment at home? My roommate eats everything. I'll buy a pack of cheese sticks, and they're all gone by morning. I've asked nicely if he could not eat my food. I've labeled things that were my food. No change. He eats everything. So I got creative. I bought a pack of sticky googly eyes and everything. Milk, eyes. Leftover spaghetti, eyes. Judging you. Eyes judging him. I even taped eyes to a banana. Well, I guess it worked. He said the eyes creeped him out and he stopped eating my stuff. Well, now he says I'm being passive aggressive and creating an emotionally hostile refrigerator and hostile environment in our home. There's not many things. I'll never forget the one time. I'll never teach seniors again. I'm sorry, y'all stress me out. But the one time I taught seniors, I just remember this kid was working really hard to be accepted into college, and he was working so hard, and I'm so proud of him, and he just came in looking devastated one day, and I asked him, what's going on? I pulled him after class, I didn't want to draw attention to him, and he's like, I don't know if I'm going to apply to that school anymore, Miss Rogers, and I'm like, why? And he's like, my math teacher said that, I'm making content. I'm like, why? And he's like, because I'm not good, and it's not going to matter anyways.
I'm ready to fight.
And I just,
I'm ready to scrap.
like, I'm sweating right now because it just makes me so, I'll never forget the anger that filled my body. And I went to her and I was like, what is your problem?
Okay.
What is wrong with you? She's like, I was genuinely trying to look out for him. I said, that's not looking out for him.
No.
She's like, I wasn't being I was genuinely trying to make sure he had realistic
Why would she say
expectations. I'm
that?
like, what is wrong with you?
I would like to submit my own Taylor Swift to the council, and I'm well aware that either I'm a genius or I should invest in a tinfoil hat. And I've accepted either outcome, okay? So here's the thing. I've seen a lot of theories that I like, that make a lot of sense to me. For example, the orange and mint being like the oxidation process of copper, the Statue of Liberty, you know, starting out this vibrant orange and then over time becoming
whatever makes you feel better. Paint me as the villain if that makes you feel better. Make everyone hate me if that makes you feel better.
painting and art,
Whatever makes you
which goes into the like life of a showgirl, Statue of Liberty, the oxidation process, yes, all the things. And a lot of people are speculating that her love story of meeting Travis is going to be in this album, which I agree with. I think that if there were to be a concert, it will start out very orange, right? Start out very orange, and over time, throughout the concert, we'll get progressively more and more green, right? And we'll end on green. Well, eras ended on orange, and we didn't realize that that was a hint about Life of a Showgirl. Green is a very calm, tranquil color, you know? And in this whole album, we're building these foundation blocks, building the life of a showgirl, building the career, building the relationship. Once all said and done, things settle. Once the building is finished, there's more calm, tranquility. So is ending in green for Life of a Showgirl a hint to the next album, which is more about settling and being happy with what you've built for yourself and finding your person? We clearly know from all the Easter eggs that were in Eras Tour that we didn't know were Easter eggs at the time. I think it's already laying the groundwork for the next album. And in the vibe of See You Next Era, maybe the era after Life of a Showgirl is the era of settling down, maybe getting married, maybe starting a family if that's what they want. And I could be so wrong. But if I'm not, no one else outside of this fan base will care. But I'll know I was right. So that's my prediction, that there will be concerts, it will go from orange to green, and then the next album is gonna be green. Because right, it's See You in the Next Era, and this era now is building herself back up, right? Because all the other albums were about like past stuff. In this album, we think it's going to be about the current relationship, and I think the next album is going to be the next era, which is green and calm and tranquil and settling, and I love that. I love that so.
Am I the bad apple for ruining this woman's vacation? I, 21 female, am a Bulgarian tour guide. One woman was constantly oversleeping. 8 a.m. is when we depart for all of our tour days. The first time she was late by 10 minutes. I also mentioned to the whole bus and the mic that we don't really tolerate lateness beyond 15 minutes at most. The next day, the same woman was late again by 25 minutes. I reminded everyone on the bus again that I will not be waiting anymore for late tourists. She came up to me and even asked if I could make sure to wake her up on time. I said no. The next day, she didn't show up. I waited 15 minutes and called her twice with no response. I just left with the bus. An hour later, she called me in panic, asking where we were. She got angry and said that I had one job and that I cheated out of her money that she paid to go on the trip. She missed the entire day of the tour and was furious.
We were teaching about court cases, right? And it was a school that had the kids recite like a morning prayer. And so we had a lot of different photos on the board, including the text of the prayer. Because again, like, if we're gonna talk about whether like the court's opinion and things that the judges said, we need to know exactly what they're looking at. And all of a sudden, I got an email from my principal of a mom who wanted to have a meeting. And she accused me in front of administration of trying to push Christianity and prayer and Christian values on her child. And I was like,
tough.
what?
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, all you Christian teachers down here in the
You're
South,
like, I'm not Christian.
You knew that I would have to worry about this when I moved down here to the South, and I knew that would be a problem. And everyone warned me. Now I see it, and it's
Wrap
real.
it up.
And I was like, girl, I'm Jewish.
Yeah, that's crazy.
What? And not only that, I was actually out sick like the next day. Well, then why did you put in the sub plan that they had to do the prayer again? And I said, what are you talking about? Well, my son saw it. My son saw that you had that. I said, first of all, did they continue working on the assignment? Yeah.
I know.
But it's not, first of all, it's not in the sub plan. I can show you the sub plan. But second of all, how would your kid know?
Yeah.
You think substitute teachers are like showing all the instructions to all the, no.
There's like